you believe it? You've made it to another Tuesday. Thank goodness for that. It is Star Trek Tuesday time for the main viewer, your favorite time of the week. When in your life has Tuesday ever been your favorite day of the week? Only recently,
Always.
right?
Mm-mm.
Oh,
The day I was born was a Tuesday, and that is why Tuesday is
that
awesome.
works. Wonder if I was a Tuesday.
I'm a
I
fan
don't
of
think so.
Taco Tuesdays. I mean,
Yeah, Taco
I think it's the
Tuesdays is
best day to
good.
go out. I think.
Shatner or Kirk didn't really like Tuesday. Let me guess. Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Okay. So everybody, there's big
Hilarious.
news in Star Trek. There was a Trek the Vote thing going on, but it's not just that. They went on about what alien they wanted to hump, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Isn't that what it was?
Saucy.
But we'll so that's big news. And there were some big answers. This is an Anne Marie special, everybody. So you have her to thank for this. It's weird that she acted the most surprised about this when she was the one that brought this to our attention. Did you forget? uh, anyway, also, so we got a lot to talk about there. Then, of course, Lower Decks season 4 is on Pluto TV, but also on a different platform that you may recognize. We'll get into that in a moment. It's not Paramount, it's not Pluto, but it's another thing. In the live chat, everybody, make your guess right now. What is the third platform that Lower Decks season 4 is on? Paramount, Pluto TV, and what? Also, what else do we have that we're going to cover today? We're going to cover everything in depth. Oh,
Really
man.
fast before I forget to make the announcement. And I know we haven't done like intros yet, but Larry Nemechek's 9th anniversary open house for Portal 47 is tomorrow with the Hageman brothers. So make sure you follow Larry Nemechek or Trekland on any social media and find out more about that. It's super fun. And we love Larry.
We sure do. We love him very much. So, let's see. Speaking of, let me guess, Tuesday, there's some news about. I'm seeing an image with Star Trek Generations on there. So, but I'm not going to give that away. But that's another platform that is in some way Star Trek related. Another new platform. This one's entering the chat. Scott Bakula is in the news. There was a big convention in Chicago that you may know of, and there was a cool write-up about that. Star Trek Strange New Worlds' Melissa Navia is braver than you think. Why? Well, you'll find out. And of course, LeVar Burton is in the news. Nikki DeBoer is on Matlock. That's newsworthy. Anyway, there's so much to talk about. Let's just get into it with Dr. Anne Marie Segal.
Hi.
Any other shout outs you'd like to make?
No, just I'm super excited to go to a supernatural convention this weekend because Lindsay Baller, who's like one of my favorite one-offs from Voyager, is going to be there. The one who,
what character was she on Voyager?
well, she was her name is Kim Rhodes, but her name on Voyager is Lindsay Baller. She like came back from the dead and was sort of dating Harry Kim. It's a really good episode.
Oh, okay. All roads lead to Kim. Melissa Longo is here, of course, everybody.
Hello there. That was funny.
Thank you.
All
really?
roads lead to Kim.
This is going to be a good day. That was easy. And of course, what a treat, everybody. The Matt Boardman is joining us.
Hello.
Can you believe it? He won't just be putting quips in the live chat, but also here.
Dang it. I always hope that you guys don't see that.
Oh, no, they're great.
Delete my comment. Delete my comment.
Oh my God. That reminded me, I had another good thumbnail for Matt Boardman to change it to. So good.
What's up, Chuck A? Joshua
Monsters.
Reeve, Red Shirt Bob, hello, VFX Art DS. What's up, Joel? What's up, Lucia Raz out in Brazil? And hello to everybody else. We see you in the live chat. What's that? DM viewing? I don't know. So people are guessing right now. John Davis, we see you. People are making guesses. Joshua Reeve says maybe it's on Tubi. Oh, by the way, I'm Ryan T. Husk, everybody. I don't think I've ever... Have I watched Tubi?
Probably.
I don't... Maybe I have, but I think it's
Or
not
watch
to
the
be.
first,
I think it's not to be.
maybe.
All I'm gonna say is it looks like
Maybe
Bob
I'll watch the
Bob and
first.
Sue from Chicago got it right, but we'll cover it later.
And is that Red Shirt Bob?
Yes, we met him
Okay,
in
so
Yes.
Chicago. It was so fun.
nice. Joshua Reeve says Tubi, Red Shirt Bob, and DM Viewing says YouTubi, and VFX Art DS says YouTubi as well. Those are interesting guesses. Should we just get into the... Well, no, I guess we should do this thing that we got here. Okay, so Dr. Anne-Marie Siegel, what was this expletive-laden thing you wanted to discuss? Oh, everybody, please make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon for notifications. If you're listening in, give us a 5-star rating and a nice review. We'd really appreciate it. Anne-Marie, what was the expletive-laden thing?
I mean, so there's been a lot of like online fundraisers this month, especially. And this one, they did this a few years ago too for Trek the Vote. But what they're doing now, because the pandemic, you don't have to have all the quarantine and isolation. Apparently everybody got together in a studio and they had different segments. And this one was which alien, as Ryan says, would you like to hump? And I just we had to choose this because the picture is just so funny.
I know, of course they chose this guy.
So like you can watch the clip of the segment where they discuss the salt monster like very seriously. And like everybody weighs in and Jerry Ryan's like, well, what if they're in a band?
I feel like the funniest answers had to come from Eugene Cordero, though.
Right.
We're good. Yes.
Who's this on the bottom left?
So that's Alice Wetterland, who plays Darcy, the bartender on Resident Alien, who's like the best character and is super fun. She also has a podcast called Treks in the City.
So
Oh.
is she on Star Trek at all, or she's just
No,
Resident
so
Alien? Interesting.
so Robbie Duncan McNeil, like as you know, produces Resident Alien.
Yeah.
And then she's had this podcast, Treks in the City, for like since before Seventh Rule. And they usually have like Paul Tompkins, sometimes Doug Jones, like different comedians around LA join them to talk about like random Star Trek episodes. Very fun.
Oh, that's so cool.
Mm-hmm.
Clever name too.
Love her shoot.
Yeah. Okay. Wait, John Lovett.
He must be those sneakers on the left.
Oh, yeah.
It's like Ryan's elbow right there.
Yeah. Who's John Lovett? It's not John Lovitz, but who's John Lovett?
I think isn't he
yeah. He's like a podcaster, apparently, comedian and former sports writer.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Cool. Okay, so anyway, so the news item is from our good friends over at trekmovie.com, of course. Actually, let's last week, there was a live stream hosted by Trek fans John Lovett and Alice Wetterland of Resident Alien, with a bunch of Star Trek celebrities answering fun questions and playing games in a comedy show to fundraise for Vote Save America. We chatted with Jonathan Del Arco, one of the organizers, about what to expect at the show, a version of John Lovett's Love It or Leave It at Crooked Media, and why the cause is important. So when does it get to the funny stuff?
They put a baseball on the car. Obviously, I'm like,
oh yeah,
enhance. Let me see every detail. I can't tell what's next to the wine bottle, but it's funny that there's a baseball on top of it.
It looks like it's a figurine.
I know. And I was like, what is this? Someone made something out of clay.
I think it's a
Keiko's pottery class.
Hang on, I think it's a Cisco. I think it's a Captain Cisco. Look. So here's the Chateau Picard right here, the baseball here, and that might be a Captain Cisco.
I would agree.
Bust. It looks like a Cisco.
A Cisco bust, right?
The Cisco. Interesting.
If you
Very
missed the
fun.
live show, you can watch the replay in exchange for a donation. We have an exclusive clip to tempt you into donating here to get a link to the whole show. At the end, after having the celebs in different groupings, the hosts brought them all out together to get their take on important questions like, would you fuck this? Wait, I mean, would you F this alien?
Yes. Oh my
I just
God.
can't,
It's like
I'm so embarrassed.
very
Can't believe-
entertaining.
I can't believe I just weathermanned myself.
Ah.
I think
Wait,
Mike McMahon
Anchorman.
or
No, it's
somebody-
Anchorman.
Oh my gosh.
All right, so Matt Boardman, top 3 aliens you'd like to have sex with.
I think my wife is watching this.
So human. Okay,
Yes, yes, yes.
fine.
I don't know. They've got the salt vampire up there. That she seems like he'd be kind of sucky to date.
She was she was pretty popular with the men.
What about you, Anne-Marie? Klingons or what?
Ferengi. And then
Oh yeah, that's right.
I don't know. I have to give it some thought.
We'll wait.
Garrick. This is why I did it for
Cardassians.
blush. I knew I'd be
Cardassians, Ferengi, and what's the third one? Galamites?
oh yeah, I'll say
Transparent
that.
brain is
For
just
now, I'll
not.
say that. Yeah.
What about a grazerite? Live chat. What's a
Like the
grazerite?
president.
Oh,
Yes, you got it, Melissa. Very good.
I'll say human
What
for Kirk.
was
As
what
long
was
as
his
it's not a
name?
Horda.
Enyo or something like that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
In your house, Cherish
Enyo.
Enyo's. I don't know.
Does he listen to Enya?
Yeah. All right, Melissa, you've had plenty of, and everybody in the live chat here, let us know the 3 top aliens that you would like to wish that if you played that game, you remember with the game where you go like this with the paper when you're a kid.
Oh yeah,
What-
mash.
That's such
Yeah.
a
Not
fun
mash. No,
game.
the fortune teller.
What are the top 3 aliens you would
Do
want to
that.
land on
Pick
in
a
this
number.
game?
No, it's like this.
Pick a number and then pick
I
a
don't know.
color
And then
and then
pick a house or something,
Okay, now
right?
pick a color. Pick a
That's
pick a
mash.
number again.
I was gonna say that was MASH,
Yeah.
yeah.
So everybody's putting their answers down for top 3 in the live chat. What do you got for us, Melissa? Actually, I'm going to guess Melissa Longo. I'm going to say top 3 aliens that you would raise eyebrows for and say, yeah, all right. I'm going to say Vorta. Sounds like I'm wrong based on that laugh. Maybe that's just me. That maybe I'm a Vorta kind of guy. I think I am. I think Vorta would be on my list.
Red shirt Bob said, Sue says I may not participate in this exercise.
It's fake aliens. They're not even real, most of them. Okay, so Melissa, I think you would go, changelings. Melissa.
yes.
Oh, wow. That was very
Are
enthusiastic.
you kidding me? Oh, Kira was very lucky.
Yeah. Odo could literally just sit still. He didn't even have to, he could just hang out.
Well, you
Anyway.
remember in Bada Bing, Bada Bang when he's giving her that massage?
Yeah.
I'm just thinking, gosh, he must give the best massages because he can get,
Yep.
yeah,
He can mold to the contours of your back ribs.
exactly.
Good point. Okay, so Vorta, Changeling, and third guess for Melissa is not Booleans. Bajorans. You're so obvious, Bajorans.
Brill?
You're sellout.
No.
All right, what are the 3 answers then?
I would pick Klingon over the Bajorans because that would be fun to explore.
Well, that's what we get for asking.
Some
Right?
All right.
doors are better left closed.
Yeah,
No.
she's like, you asked, bro. That's on you. What are the
And
other
I
two?
and I married a Ferengi, so that's already been there, done that.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I like the changeling idea. And the other one was I was the first thing that popped into my head was a Vulcan
Oh,
because Ponfar sounds fun.
but you have to be patient.
Screw that. I do not have time
You
for
gotta
this
wait
lyric,
like
but
7 years, right?
Maybe depending
I mean,
on
even Mocklins pee more often than that. That's an Orville joke, isn't it? Like every once a year, Matt?
I
is it
think
once
so.
a year?
Fact check me on that.
Is it once a year? Well, there's a lot of Vulcans on Vulcan, right? Don't have to stay with the same Vulcan.
Once a
but
year for the
Vulcans,
Mocklin.
it is once a year. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I can't help but feel like Vulcans is a poor choice.
Okay,
Might as well
I'll
just
stick
pick
with
the
Vorta.
British while you're at it. Okay, no, okay.
Stick with Vorta.
Yeah. So for me, I think I'm gonna go Vorta because I think some of those Vorta were pretty. Mhm. Maybe Trill. Don't have any problems with any Trill.
they're
This
fun.
is
Right.
true.
Mm-hmm.
Trill is good.
Oh my God, the Trek reviewer says Breen, Tellarite, and Denobulin. What a savage.
Nobody for a little benzite.
What a
Yeah. This guy
A little
is
benzite goodnight.
yeah.
Oh,
I mean, Bolians do have that ridge. I'm not
Yeah.
sure. I feel like maybe there's something there. There's some exploration
Well,
to be had
of course,
there.
we all forget
maybe.
Deltons.
Wait,
Like
yes.
Ilea.
What's the alien that Jason Alexander was? That one seems like maybe.
Oh, that's right.
From the think tank,
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd say maybe Q would be fun for a little bit. Like I could see
Could be
Voss's
fun.
attraction.
Yeah. Q could be fun. In
I mean,
the
I don't
same
know.
kind of changeling
Pearls.
way. Changeling is top though. It's
I don't know
gotta
why
be-
you guys got so mad at me about this. I think maybe there's something to be said for this kind of alien. I think
I
think
wonder
maybe
why, Ryan. I wonder.
Oh my goodness.
the hair all teased and he was really intelligent. You know, you gotta be
Chucky
into
doll hair.
like intelligence. And he is very intelligent.
Oh my god, I blame Star Trek for this, for withholding like real news until New York Comic Con.
Oh, but Lucia says Ryan is hilarious.
Thank you. He's also very inquisitive. Look, that's really, you guys, I don't know what you guys
Really
are
listening.
looking for, but yeah, he's intelligent, inquisitive, you know.
Mhm.
I didn't notice anything else,
Oh
honestly.
my
So
gosh.
Curiosity.
Mhm. Anyway, so let's see what the live chat had to say about all this, or maybe I shouldn't. Maybe they're all leaving.
Oh,
Delton.
Orion.
Oh yeah.
Lucia
Yeah.
says Ferengi, Ferengi, and Ferengi for Melissa. That's funny. Joel says Delton, Changeling, Vendorian. Vendorian, isn't that the guy that can split into 3? Is that what that is? The Vendorian? Isn't that the guy like Bem was his name? Bem? I think that's a Vendorian. Why? I think that's
They're tentacle.
naughty.
Oh, they're tentacled,
Oh, those guys. Okay.
capable of shapeshifting.
Okay, so that's
From
another
the planet
TAS guy.
Vendor, Ryan.
Duh. The vendor's room at STLV.
So much
Oh
fun.
Heather,
Nobody
Heather-
said Endorian.
we got Heather Blue Fulton in the live
yeah.
chat, who
Woohoo.
has not popped up in the live chat in like 2 years, and she pops in to say, "Oh yeah, I agree on the changeling." Like she's like, "I'll make an exception this one time to comment about the changeling situation."
Oh my gosh. Hi, Heather. You and
That's
Secaucus.
Yes, he was. Dave Gregory says Klingons 2 for the price of 1. Don't get it.
Oh,
Um, Joshua Reeves says Vulcan,
Um,
Orion, and
You know, I
Ryzian.
would
Very nice.
say I would say Shram. I just don't know. Like,
Ryzian.
I would not say yes to the TOS Andorians.
Ryzian is a
No, the
good one
TOS
if
ones.
They look like cotton
Mm-mm.
balls are on their head.
Yeah.
I know,
That's
but
funny.
if the Ryzian looks like Vanessa Williams, then yeah. Have you seen her lately? Holy crap, she's gorgeous.
Mm-mm.
Gorgeous. And she's
But
in
I
her
remember.
60s.
Lucia says Vulcan only if it's Ethan Peck.
We'll
Melissa
see.
H says definitely changelings and Klingons. Yeah. John Davis says Breen today, Gorn tomorrow. Dave Gregory says how trilling.
Just make sure they don't meet.
Live chat is funny.
Yeah, they're going for it.
They're
They're like,
great.
finally, let's talk about something I like to talk about.
Woohoo.
Heather says Orion sounds fun. August says Malcorians.
I'm just looking this
Oh.
up.
They
to
don't
remember
even
who they
have
are.
like fingers. Malcorians are like this. They're like gloves. But maybe.
Oh,
Heather says 2 years. Really? I don't know. Just found
no,
it
they're here
interesting
all
that
the
that's when
time.
you chose to pop up. She usually just listens in, but this time she's like, all right, I'm going to sign up for YouTube just so I can comment here. All right. So that's been our fun. Oh, and the Trek reviewer guessed Peacock for where Lower Decks season 4 is. Peacockle.
Oh,
Anyway,
this is a fun topic, though.
it really
It's
is.
like very fun if you get a chance to watch it.
I feel bad because I
Not
want to
very
talk about
educational.
it more, but we should probably move on.
My favorite part at the end is I think Mike McMahon says, I'm not going to comment because I know the lady who played the Salt Vampire. And I was like, oh, yeah, we love Sandy Gimple.
Yeah, but she was just in a giant costume.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's not like that was her face.
I know.
If that was her face, that would be mean. Anyway, we do love Sandy Gimple, though. You're right. She's
Exactly.
awesome.
Also,
And
she was at Janice Madeline's birthday party last week, which looked like awesome. So I don't know if you guys are watching Only Murders in the Building this season.
Yes.
The stunt people, like they have their own bar and they have like their own parties. And when I saw Dennis Madeline's birthday party, I was like, oh my God, is this real life? Like all the stunt people over like generations of Hollywood are all hanging out together. It's very fun.
stunt people are real people? What?
It just looks like they have cool hangs and cool parties.
I bet they do, yeah.
Is my point. I love that.
Stunties are the best.
I love that show. I love that show. What a fun
Well,
combination of people.
Murders in the... I feel like I couldn't get through the second season. I feel like I just
will say
went through
first
like a
was the
season
best.
and a half. Yeah, the
First
first season
was-
was great. Page
I'm a
turner.
few episodes behind right now because I got a little bit bored, but I still love them so much. Must be
I
all
just
the LA
think
time
the
they're doing.
Martins are the Martins are so funny.
Because Paul Rudd is so annoying when he keeps coming back. I'm like, dude, get your own show.
I just saw,
he
speaking of
doesn't
Paul
really
Rudd,
do
I
it
just
good.
saw what was it, a Nintendo, Super Nintendo commercial from back in the 90s with Paul Rudd in it.
What?
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Oh,
Did it make you get
He
one?
said he wants to be another superhero called Cant Man because he was in Ant-Man, you see. But now Cant Man.
Got it.
Anyway, so the
Oh
next
my
item up for
gosh.
bid, everybody, is from our good friends over at trekmovie.com.
Oh, this is
trekmovie.com staff. The answer, of course, is Lower Decks on Paramount Plus, Pluto TV, and right here on YouTube.
the
What?
whole season.
The entire
Mhm.
season? Is this even possible?
It is possible.
Let's see. The fourth season of the animated adult comedy premiered in September of last year. Here's the official synopsis. In season 4 of Star Trek Lower Decks, an unknown force is destroying starships and threatening galactic peace. Luckily, the crew of the USS Cerritos isn't important enough for stuff like that. Instead, Ensigns Mariner, Boimler, Tendi, Rutherford, and Provisional Ensign Tallinn, see, they included a fifth one, are keeping up with their Starfleet duties, avoiding malevolent computers and getting stuck in a couple caves, all while encountering new and classic aliens along the way. This morning, Paramount Plus released the entire 10-episode season on YouTube to stream for free. Trek Movie has assembled all 10 episodes into a convenient playlist, which you can also watch below, starting with the season premiere, Tuvix.
Well, we have like 2
Well, that's
weeks and
kinda
a
cool.
day and a few hours until
Look at
the
this.
season drops.
That's very nice of them.
Mhm.
Why didn't Paramount just put it into a playlist? Are they mad at us?
Oh, interesting. That is Paramount's.
No, it's Trek
5
Trek
days ago.
Movie. Look, it's Trek
Weird.
Movie's YouTube channel. They put
Interesting.
them in a
Right.
they put in a playlist for Paramount. They're like, "Oh, hi Paramount, are you new here? Let's go ahead and put that in." You know,
I didn't know you could put other people's
YouTube-
videos in a playlist.
yeah, I mean, Paramount still gets the views. What you're doing is you're just getting a collection of it. It's like a folder, you know.
Okay, let's check their views.
Okay. You're so snoopy, Anne-Marie. I love how you did it like all like sneak. You're like, okay, let's check their views. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
Let's screenshot what their views are today and see how much they are by tomorrow.
Okay, so here it is.
Oh,
Episode
wait,
1,
Paramount Plus.
28,000 views. Episode 2, 10,000. Uh-oh, quite a drop off
Ooh.
there. But back up again, 14,000 for 3. Episode 4, 11,000. Episode 5, 12,000. Episode 6, 9.3 thousand. Episode 7, 10,000. Episode 8, 11,000. Episode 9, 18,000. Wow.
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 Was that the one in the cave? I don't remember. Maybe.
I think 7 or 8 was at the cave.
And episode 10, 16,000.
I think 8 was the cave.
Okay.
So we
Why
need
doesn't it
to
even say that?
share
They didn't
this.
include the episode title?
It didn't, yeah. What the heck?
Classic.
How
So
does that
classic.
Going on
at
here?
all?
What?
That's what they do with foreign shows too. Like they never put the title. It drives me crazy. But that just means we need to share it more because numbers like this aren't really like begging to get renewed.
Mhm.
Well, it was just like yesterday. Give them a break. Give them some time to. Let me see. Was it yesterday?
It was
It's
October
like 5
3rd.
days ago.
Okay, it was 5 days ago.
Yeah.
Okay. What's interesting is the discrepancy between episode 1 and all the other episodes. Like, 28,000, and then it dropped off to, 10 or 12.
Well,
the
that's
rest or
because
whatever.
episode 1 has Voyager in it. That's the Tuvix episode.
That was a
Mm.
very good episode. I really liked it. That was hilarious.
Mhm.
Was that your favorite episode, Matt?
I did really like that one. That was fun. But I like all of Lower Decks,
Mhm.
except for the Magato episode, which is not on my top 3 list of aliens that I would.
They went too far.
It is
they went
top-
too
It's top 3 for me. I mean, not the alien. I mean the episode. I thought that was such a good episode. It was so funny.
Me too.
And you notice how
Me
the
too.
Magato it's like horny because it
Oh, I
That's
just
the
found
thing.
that.
has the thing. It's a
that
horn.
was that was
It's
a
a
horn
horn.
too far for me.
Yeah. Has a horn. The guy that was watching just slayed
That's what
me.
got me.
That was
Oh my God.
hilarious.
that guy's totally into Magato horn.
Yeah.
Oh, I just remembered the Ferengi episode with Six. That was my favorite. So good.
Oh, yes. I love that one too.
So I don't know how we did it, but we got right back into filth. Oops.
You're welcome.
Yeah. We got so filthy. Melissa got blurry. That was weird.
Yeah, I thought I heard somebody behind me.
Who sings the song Blurry? 90s song. They kind of sound like they were trying to be Nirvana-ish.
Puddle of Mud.
You got it, Matt. Very good. Very good.
Wow.
I googled it.
Oh, you punk. It's actually a good song. I remember
Sorry,
thinking
I thought you were like asking because you didn't
Oh,
know.
no.
Sorry. I thought I was
Well, you
being
Googled
helpful.
very quickly. I'll give you that,
That was
credit. You
very
Googled very
quick.
fast.
I'm still typing.
It's
The
it was a good song. Matt's like, don't ask if you don't want the answer, bro. I thought we established that with
I thought I
Melissa.
was helping, you know what I'm saying?
Wait, what?
Sometimes the answers they just be coming.
When we asked you a question and you gave an honest answer. So
You don't want an honest answer
about the Klingons. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway,
No.
not
mean-
the Blur. Yeah, Blur was the band that goes, woohoo! Remember that one?
Oh, I like that song.
It was E down to anyway.
What
D.
to dance to?
So cool. Okay, so anyway, the point is, everybody, we got to move on to the next item here. Unless you guys want to tell us how sad you are about Lower Decks ending, or do you feel like this is just what it's going to be? Strange New Worlds is going to be 5 seasons. Don't bother asking
Don't
for
even
more.
say that.
I mean, maybe that's just going to
No.
be their thing. Maybe they're just saying like 5
Gone is
seasons
gone.
is what we're doing from now on.
Well, maybe this became a really expensive show because the main cast is so famous. And every year they have to pay more.
I mean, what about Strange New Worlds? That
I
cast is
know.
pretty
I
badass
know.
too.
Which means
But
Starfleet
they're always
Academy
in,
is
like, top
already
10.
doomed.
Yeah, they got Paul Giamatti already. Like,
I know.
like they're
Oscar
already.
winner, Holly Hunter.
Yeah.
What's with the styrofoam sets? Well, we hired Paul Giamatti, so we didn't have much of
So
I
we're shooting in a
wish.
coffee shop today. That's our
Right.
location.
exactly.
I wish. Oh, I miss those days.
That would be fun. That would be
That'd be
fun.
fun.
One throwback episode where it's just like totally like a styrofoam rock somebody
And
picks up that's
paper
clearly,
mache.
yeah.
It's like the episode of original series where Spock's knee goes through the wall. You can see how unfortunately thin those walls were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had to have a lot of force field soundproofing on that ship.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's nuts that the Lower Decks only gets 5 episodes. I mean 5 seasons. It's wow. It's not done. And
Yeah, it feels like they could have gone on forever.
mhm.
Well, and
And
even
Strange New
just at 10
Worlds has-
episodes.
yeah, Strange
Right.
New Worlds definitely has more than 5 seasons in it.
Especially if you think about it, like what Matt says, 10 episode seasons. We're talking about 50 episodes. That's
Right.
2
Do you think
seasons.
maybe Mike McMahon's like had enough? He's just tired. And then Tani has like a million new projects.
Hmm.
I think that the people at Lower Decks seem too disappointed for this to be something
Think
that
so.
Yeah.
came from
Yeah,
them.
I don't
Really?
think it
Maybe
was
I'm
their-
wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Maybe
don't
I'm
think
wrong.
it
I've
was
been feeling
their
like they should be
choice.
more disappointed. Like Prodigy people, you see them constantly tweeting.
Yes.
I just
But that's
didn't
because they
feel
only
like
got
that
2
with it.
seasons.
Not even.
Like they didn't even get their run, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. They got canceled after 1.
Right.
I think it's a very tight rope that they walk. Like, of course, we're disappointed, but like we also have to be like professional about it, about our
Mhm.
disappointment. I would, at
Right.
least I would think, yeah, especially publicly, like, because yeah, it's so. I mean, 50 episodes. That's not. I mean, I don't know. I love the show, and I have from the beginning, so that's like not enough for me.
Yeah, I wish it
Mhm.
had been on Adult Swim so that like people could actually watch it from day one.
Yeah.
I feel like 16 to 20 episodes is a good sweet spot to like heighten up the quality but we can still get our nice little fun bottle episodes that we love and cherish so much of
Yeah.
yesteryear. But
Yeah.
50 episodes of Lower Decks. That's 20
And
hours, basically, 22
yeah,
hours.
exactly. There's only 30 minutes in the episode, if that. And 10 of them have, yeah, it's not enough.
Yeah, and so same thing with, I wouldn't be surprised if Strange New Worlds just only does 5 too. Like maybe that's just their new cutoff. Maybe we're gonna be like thoroughly disappointed if Strange New Worlds is just running and kicking butt and we're loving every episode and growing to love it more and more and more. And then they go, that's it, final season. We'd be like, why? What are you
Yeah, they've made
doing?
it too good.
Stop
We
it.
need like way more character development. It's such a great cast.
Yeah.
Well, isn't it
Now-
funny? Like
Have more
next gen, they
episodes.
ended at 7 seasons because it basically got too popular. Like it was too much to the point because it was syndicated. So they were like,
Right.
all the stations were like, well, we have enough and we don't want to buy anymore. So they're like, okay, I guess we have to end here. But now it's like, now you have your own network that you're showing it on. So now it's like the conscious choice to end it at that
Mm-hmm.
point in time, like at the height of its popularity. I don't know. That's so weird to me.
Also, like, so I'm binging Supernatural right now, and that was like a show it's really interesting comparing that to Star Trek because it was on 2004 to 2019. So like it was on like during streaming, and it's like it was able to go on 15 years, and it's nowhere near as good as Star Trek. And like
Mm-hmm.
they were able to deal with it, and they had like cast that was getting paid a lot of money, and they were able to like still keep paying them. And they also continued to make like a million seasons or episodes a season, and they had
Right.
special effects. So I don't totally understand like why those two entities are treated so differently.
Yeah.
Unless
Where that comes
they're
from.
looking to have another network pick it up, like Amazon or Netflix, in the way that they did with Prodigy and The Expanse and other shows that start out on a specific network and then only do a limited run. Maybe they're looking
Or just
for
like
it
why
to
did
get
Star
picked up.
Trek get stuck on the streaming when things like Ghosts are doing so well on network?
Right.
I don't understand.
Yeah.
I don't either.
So here's a fun poll question, you guys, if you can believe it. What would you rather have is the question. What would you rather have? Lower Decks season 5, Lower Decks season 6, I should say, Lower Decks season 6, Discovery season 6,
This is too hard.
Prodigy season
know.
3,
It's a
or
mean
Picard
poll.
season
How
3
dare
or
you put in
Legacy.
Picard Legacy? You mean season 4?
Yeah, I
how
do
dare
mean
you put in
season
Legacy?
4.
This
Yeah, I
is-
mean Picard
it's-
season 4, Legacy
That's not
season 1.
fair.
It's
How
too
dare you put in
difficult.
Legacy when I want to vote for Prodigy?
So basically, it's one more season of Lower Decks, one more season of Discovery, one more season of Prodigy, or one more season of Picard / Legacy.
Mm,
It's a toughie, Muffy.
it is very tough.
I wish you could vote for 2.
Me
Which
too.
did you vote for, Doctor?
I mean, I had to say Legacy. It's my people, but I want
Aw.
to say honestly, like I want to say Prodigy and not count Legacy because that like brings in nostalgia and everything into it. And she's so good and deserves a 3rd season like crazy.
What about
See,
you,
we need a
Melissa
season.
Longo? Oh no, please, Matt. What were you going to
Well,
say?
I was going to make an unfunny joke. I was just going to say we need a season 6 of Lower Decks so we can have our like a fistful of Boimlers episode.
Well, we might in this one, right?
Yeah.
Season 5.
Yeah. Can't wait for season 5.
So
I love
Melissa,
the costume that Lower Deck Springs too.
you went with Legacy.
Me? No, I went with Prodigy because we've only
Nice.
had 2 seasons of Prodigy, and I'd like to see a 3rd season.
But 40 episodes. So we've seen as many episodes of Prodigy as we have of Lower Decks.
And that's the really interesting
That's
thing.
This is
really weird to think
true.
about. We've
Crazy.
actually seen
That's
the
so
same amount
weird.
of episodes and runtime for
Right.
Prodigy and Lower Decks.
I
Mhm.
wonder
Hmm.
why more
Or
and I'm
kinda
not complaining,
changes
but
my-
why would they not do as many episodes with Lower Decks as they've done with Prodigy.
Right.
It must have been like a
Is there-
Nickelodeon contract.
Maybe.
More like a nickel and
Oh.
dime contract.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah.
What about you, the Matt? Where are you on this one? Hmm.
Well, I will say
You didn't know when you came on this show today that we were going to ask you all these tough questions, right?
oh no, I mean, okay, I love the people of Discovery. I was not, it was probably my least favorite of the four that are up there. Unfortunately. But I don't know, it's so hard because, well, okay, I will say that I think that as far as viewership, Picard season 4, Legacy season 1 would do the best because unfortunately, as I mentioned to Anne Marie earlier today, there are a lot of people out there who don't give the animated Treks a chance because they're animated.
Mhm.
And I feel so sad for them because
Mm.
there are such amazing
It's-
stories told.
Yeah.
You know, it's like it's just another
So
medium,
wrong.
but I know people are like, yeah, it's animated. I'm like,
I don't watch
you're
animated shows.
missing
I'm
out.
like, good, more Bob's Burgers for me. Mm.
That's
Exactly.
not how television works, Amory.
Oh, okay.
People don't consume it. Like where if
Oh,
if
okay.
they watch it less, then you get more of it. That would be awesome.
Oh my God. I just keep messaging Bev's Burgers, the Star Trek Bob's Burgers crossover vendor who's going to be in Dallas. Like, oh my God, I can't wait to see you guys. Oh, I can't wait. I
They're
love those.
amazing.
So
Yeah.
did we get an answer from Matt?
Ah, gosh dang
What a
it. I don't know if
politician.
you know, it doesn't have to be that difficult. I would probably go Picard season 4, Legacy season 1.
Final answer?
Like, you have the
Yeah,
carpet,
yeah.
of course.
Just because you know, I'd like to see that was a fun third season was fun. I'd like to see what happens next, especially with Q at the end.
Yes.
What if Picard season 4, they just like eliminate almost the whole cast like they did for Picard season 2?
Oh,
So, you know what I mean? So like Picard season 4 just has like 7 of 9 and like Ensign Tova Kismar or whatever, the one that's played by
Esmar.
Jin Meili, right?
Esmar.
Esmar, whatever. And it's just
Margot.
those two. And then with like a side order of like, you know, maybe somebody brought back from Stardust City Rag in the first season. And then it's just like another new cast completely.
Well, then why not just do Legacy? Because that's basically what it is.
Yeah. They'd have like a couple Geordie daughters too. That's okay too.
Right.
Nobody has speaking roles though, because then they'd have to pay them extra.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess I kind of knew putting Picard in there that was nobody's gonna
Yes. That messed up
think
the
that
whole
that's not
poll.
gonna win because you got to look at it. I should have just put as Picard season 4 and not said Legacy season 1 because that's a new show that
That's a
everybody
horse
wants
of a
to see.
different color. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm just mad at myself now. So anyway, we're closing out. Kova Rin Esmar. Very good. Thank you,
Wait, what did
Joshua
you-
Reeve.
Ryan T. Husk, what did you vote for?
I can't vote. I make the polls. I can't.
Oh, okay.
I wish I could. It's my greatest sadness is that I can't vote in the polls that I make. It's like making a sandcastle and being the only one that can't kick it down, you know?
Mm.
Where's the fun in that?
Or cooking a nice omelet and you're the only one that can't taste it. It's messed up.
That
I
is
know.
messed up.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah,
because you
so-
choose not to, or because YouTube doesn't let you?
Doesn't let
I'm not able to.
Oh, okay.
I don't have that kind of self-restraint, except
I was
for the
gonna be like,
Lappy
go ahead.
Awards.
I know.
The
I was like,
Lappy
is this a
Awards, I
Lappy
literally
Award
do not
situation?
vote because I don't want to change anything. Because I'm too aware of like
I know.
what's happening. And I don't want the awareness of how the votes are going to like, you know, change my mind. And I don't want people to think that, you know, I'm affecting it or in any way. So I definitely root for things very hard, but I end up not getting the things that I'm rooting for most of the time. Obviously, like that's the nature of these things. So the answer to the poll question is 10% said Prodigy season 3, 10% said Discovery, 25% said one more season of Lower Decks, and
Mhm.
53% said, come on, second you said Picard, you knew what I was clicking. So that's interesting and fun. Okay.
Yeah.
Should have put in short treks instead of Picard.
Such a waste of a vote.
Short treks instead of Picard. Anyway, okay, so but Lower Decks season 6 or movie, it could be cool. All right, so let's move on to the next one here.
Oh my God, more movie news.
Is it?
Well, sort of. Movies that
Check
have
this
already
out.
happened.
Trekmovie.com, everybody.
I love
Again,
Trek
wow,
movie shade.
they're hitting for the cycle today. All 10 TOS and TNG Star Trek movies exit Paramount Plus. Again, didn't we just do this like a
Yes,
week
in
ago or
March or something.
For HBO.
what's
And
the
then-
heck is
Oh,
going
I'm like,
on?
oh, and then they came back in June. I'm not
Right.
even, I can't even follow it anymore.
This time for MGM Plus and Prime Video.
Well, I would love it actually if they are just on Prime Video because I feel like
Mhm.
that does get more people watching.
Exactly.
And that's like always my main goal.
That's exactly what I was thinking, which is I'm hoping that this just gets us more Star Trek fans, that they're just
Yeah.
casting a wider net. They're throwing their net in a different pond.
Right.
Does it feel like it's the Stanley Cup? The Trek movies are the Stanley Cup, and they're just passing it around to all the different streaming services to be like, hey, come subscribe to our service. We've got those fantastic Trek movies that you always wanted to watch.
Like,
You know, I held the Stanley Cup
Can't even
once. That was
understand.
fun. It was in Manhattan Beach, California. I was working in a restaurant, an Italian restaurant, and suddenly it was at night. It was right next to the pier at Manhattan Beach, and there's just a mob of people outside, and I'm like, what the heck? I don't think we have enough room for all of them. But luckily, they didn't come in, and so I just kind of went outside to see what was going on, and you could see that there was a dude, short and stout, clearly a hockey player. It was the year the Tampa Bay Lightning won, right?
Mm.
And it's quite a while back, maybe like 18 years ago. And so I went outside and I saw the Stanley Cup and people were taking pictures with it. So the guy let me hold it and get a picture.
That's fun.
Nice.
Pretty fun.
Wow.
Yeah.
I feel like to understand even all of this, I feel like I need paper and a pencil. I'm like, and
Got one of those
a very
conspiracy
quiet
theory
room.
boards connecting all the
Yes.
strings.
Because then I love how Trek movies like apparently they can't follow it either. They're like maybe season 4 is also going to be on Amazon Prime. We can't really tell and for how long. Like,
Season 4 of what?
Lower Decks might also be on Amazon Prime, but it's also
Oh.
unclear and like it's only been reported as the other two, but apparently it popped up on Amazon Prime. And then sometimes I'm such an episodes girl, so I'm like, who cares about the movies this much? What is this? Are they such this like bargaining chip that's going back and forth in all these deals and sweetening?
Yeah,
anything?
what's up? Why is it the movies that are going? I think maybe it's because
I mean,
like,
I
if-
get why it's the movies and not the series, but like,
why?
who cares that much? It's always been a little bit separate, and like I think some of the like library streaming things that they're in still have like some separations for their like legally, but
CBS versus Paramount.
yes, even though they're all under like the big umbrella. But
Viacom.
and so I think they get like put into sweetened deals when they're giving libraries of movies. But I just don't get like why like who cares that much? These like old movies that were never the most successful things anyway.
Bite your tongue. Who cares about the Star Trek
I
movies?
mean, I love them.
What about
but
Beyond?
is that the one I never saw?
I don't know. You never saw
You
Beyond?
never saw Beyond?
Burger?
I never saw
Oh.
2 of the Kelvin universe.
Wow.
Beyond to me was the most. I like that one probably the most out of the 3.
What I heard the most about Beyond was that most Star Trek fans said that one felt the most like Star Trek.
Yes. Yes.
You know what's funny, and this makes me sound like a terrible Star Trek fan? It was my least favorite of those 3. So maybe I just don't like movies that feel like Star Trek. I don't know. Because
They
I was
did
just like, that's
weird
too much
elbow.
Beastie
Like
Boys
Star
for me.
Trek.
I can't do any more Beastie
Well-
Boys. Enough with the Beastie Boys and the motorcycles. I was like, that was somebody writing a script that was like, okay, I want Kirk on a motorcycle with the Beastie Boys blaring. I don't care how we do it. Just make it put that in the script because that's what it felt like. It felt so forced and weird and ridiculous to me. Where I was like, they didn't like write a script out and it just came naturally and organically that he would end up on a motorcycle. Like clearly that's what they pictured. And they're like, how do I write the script to go into that? I don't know.
Oh my God. It's
So
like
so
all
Ryan, you're
so
saying that you
chaotically
can't
like
stand it. You know they planned it.
Ah, yes. A plus, the Matt. Wow. Oh my God. You see, Dr. Anne Marie
I
Siegel.
got it.
All right, if you're sure.
Sorry.
Good golly, that was fantastic. Oh my gosh. All right, everybody in the live chat, uh, say got it if you got the Matt Boardman's joke.
So
And if you
good.
didn't get it, say sabotage.
Oh, Joel says Beyond needed more Ryan T. Husk elbow.
Yeah, maybe that's why I didn't like it. Like it needs something. I don't know what.
Got a fever, and the only prescription is
Oh my
more
God.
Ryan T. Husk elbow.
Well, I will say Idris Elbow did play a pretty good
Oh, I
villain
need to
in
see
that
that because
movie.
of him. Yes.
You know what I find interesting? I was thinking about this when I read that article about the possibility of Star Trek 4 and whatever. And it's funny to me that I all three of the movies start off and I'm like, this is very interesting. And then they quickly descend into this kind of nonsensical action movie of
Yeah, I just
people
like do not care for
jumping.
action at all.
What?
So I like the beginnings and I like the ends. Like that's when you have like little character moments that are special.
Mhm. No, I agree too, but I feel like the forced thing is a trend in television at the moment. Save a few, but it just feels. I'm not talking Star Trek. I'm just talking in general. That television feels a bit forced and a bit on the nose and shallow.
Hmm.
All
Yeah.
television?
No, no. Just
Oh.
nowadays it seems
Oh.
more forced than it,
Oh yeah.
and I
Uh
sound like a curmudgeon.
yeah,
Crotchety
yeah. Well,
Friday.
as long as they know to stay off your lawn, then they'll be safe.
Exactly. I'm all for yelling at clouds.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
So
But I do
Lucia
love
Raz
that.
out in the live chat says sabotage. I'm telling all y'all it's sabotage.
As the French say.
Yeah, and Faith Howell says, "Don't you have multiple accounts like the rest of us?" You see, I'm too scared to log into a different account because I think that would log me out
That's true
of
too.
this live show and we would all die just so that I could vote on my dumb little poll. And Julie Manosfi says, "Yay, Manhattan Beach. I'm there right now. That's cool.
Ooh, fun.
Woo-hoo.
Are you hanging out at a cute little beach cottage right on the beach or just somewhere in town or what? I mean, it's such a
Are
cute
you
town.
going to go to the Kettle for breakfast?
Oh.
Oh, where's
Yeah.
that?
That's like there's the main road that goes down to the pier, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's as you're going down towards the pier, it's on the right-hand side, and it's this cool little place that has amazing food. And when you order breakfast, they give you muffins. And
Ooh.
it's so
Yes. Yes, I did go there once. Do they?
yeah.
I
Oh,
feel like they also have another one in Santa Monica, maybe, or something like a second one.
oh,
I'm
maybe.
not sure. I'm not
Oh,
sure.
it's
Maybe that
like a
was. It's
field
been
trip you
so
guys
long.
need to go on with John Orchiola, the Breakfast King.
Manhattan Beach is far. LA is
It is.
so
I
expansive.
would go with John Orchiola. He has the best breakfast pictures
He
ever.
does. He does. But you got to wake up early.
I'll just go
He
to his
sends out
sushi happy
pictures.
hour.
Sends out like breakfast pictures at 6:45 in the morning. I'm like, what's your problem?
I just
Breakfast
hit
is
my
Oh,
served
snooze
until
awesome.
button
like
for the fifth
11,
time
guy.
at that point.
What's the rush? But yeah, Manhattan, look, in LA, you drive for an hour, you drive for 2 hours, and you're still in LA.
You've gone
So
half a mile.
yeah, but
Right.
Manhattan Beach is bottom, southwest of LA. Anyway, so that was fun.
Want to do some quick hits first before
Robert
we get to the
Kaiser's like,
article?
you should try driving from Dusseldorf to Frankfurt. I know that's Germany, not Austria, but I don't know towns in Austria, so sue me.
Augsburg,
Yeah, whatever.
Vienna.
Oh yeah, I guess I do.
Yeah, I
That
wanna
name
go.
a
I
third.
love Austria. Innsbruck.
Oh, I don't know that one. Good knowledge. Very good.
I love Austria.
And Austria loves you. So, okay, so that's okay. Enter what? There's more. No, wait, there's more to this. Enterprise is on Pluto TV too.
See, they also are very confused. Yeah, it's one of those like dedicated channels,
Mm.
I guess.
Voyager
a
and Deep
free
Space Nine have their own dedicated channels, with the
Mhm.
original Star Trek channel streaming TOS and TO. What? Wait, TOS and TNG have to share a channel, but Voyager and Deep Space Nine have their own, and Enterprise has its own.
Weird.
Do TNG and TOS like have a special thing we need to know about together?
Yes, they're dating.
This is all very confusing.
It's so confusing. I just have given up trying to understand it.
All right.
Anyway,
Melissa,
that's
your thoughts
interesting.
while we switch over to the next one?
I'm ready for the next one.
I could tell. This was what you were doing. You were like,
I know.
you were like a sponge that has had every drop squeezed out of it, where you're like, no more. That's it. Need another dose of water. Oh my gosh, we can't
Let's
go
do
back
fun
to
quick
this.
hits for a while.
Okay, well, look. This is from our buddies over at screenrant.com, if you can believe that.
Okay. I believe
Um,
it.
Jen Watson.
Oh, one sad thing though. So apparently Screen Rant had people at Chicago and they didn't know. Otherwise, I would have said hi to them.
No way,
Love
really?
them. Yes, this girl Jen Watson was there because she then wrote up a couple articles about it.
Oh wow.
That Jen Watson?
Apparently, these just came out in
She
the
needs
past
to
couple
come by
days.
and say hello, Jen Watson, so that we
I
know.
I was like, John Orgilla, how dare you not tell us that people on your team were there?
Right.
How did he, maybe he didn't know. How could he not tell us? He would have to tell us. He knows we're all there partying and talking about Screen Rant.
Yeah, I know. So, but
Anyway,
very cool she wrote these articles. So then I saw them because John Orgilla retweeted them.
and by the way, we missed you there, Matt.
I really wanted to be
Oh my
there.
God, I loved that Chicago con. That was a great city for it.
Melissa Navia, who plays Lieutenant Erica Ortegas on Star Trek Strange New Worlds, is braver than you think. Lieutenant Ortegas was one of the brand new characters in Star Trek Strange New Worlds, and viewers looked forward to getting to know Melissa Navia's Erica Ortegas through a character building episode. Unfortunately, Star Trek Strange New Worlds Season 1 didn't have an Ortegas-centric episode, so learning more about Ortegas would have to wait until Strange New Worlds Season 2. When Strange New Worlds' second season finally aired, however, an episode that fully centered on Erica Ortegas wasn't part of it.
So, I mean, I'm just going to summarize this article because
Yeah.
some of it's like already come up before, but it's about how when her husband passed away, like very suddenly,
Mhm.
she was able to continue working and she actually like wanted to keep working and not have time off because Brian, her husband, was a Star Trek fan and helped her prep for the show. And she wanted to make sure that she was doing it in his memory. It's really lovely.
That is.
I
When we
love
heard
them
about
naming,
that, we
Nebula
immediately
after
became
him.
fans. Yeah.
Yes.
So here's something, everybody. This is from a website called twitter.com. Go ahead and take a look at this.
Also, in the live chat, did anybody else know that Nikki DeBoer was in Matlock?
Yes.
Like, I now need to watch it immediately and
I
bump it up on
watched
my list. Oh,
And
How
when
was
she
it,
popped
Melissa?
on, good. When she popped on the screen, because I had seen her post, watch Matlock, watch Matlock, watch Matlock. And so I watched Matlock when she said it would be on. And but I was surprised when I saw her part in it. And it was so great to see her on screen again.
Mhm.
And she plays off of Kathy Bates, and just it's so much fun that she's working with Kathy Bates. That's
Amazing.
awesome. And of course, Kathy Bates is amazing in it too.
Oh,
so.
yes.
So does she have like
That's
a recurring
cool.
role?
No, it was a one-off, but
Aw,
it was fun that she got to be in the pilot. From what I
yes.
can tell, it was a one-off, but who knows? Maybe they'll revisit the character. That would be really fun.
That's awesome. The rest of us missed it, but it sounds really cool.
It's on my like it was already on my like to watch list because it's on Paramount Plus.
Mhm.
So everybody in the live chat, let us know if you saw Nicole DeBoer on Matlock. And if you did, just let us know. If you didn't, hey, moving on.
No, go watch it.
Go watch it because it's
Oh,
great to
sure.
support friends.
But I mean, you don't have to like tell us you didn't watch it. Like, only tell us if you did watch it. You know? I want to see a bunch of no's in there. Twitter.com. The View at The Viewm says, we love when LeVar Burton and Whoopi Goldberg reunite on hashtag The View. Here's a look back on their roles in Star Trek The Next Generation.
I freaking love when The View like has a Star Trek person on and nobody
Totally.
else knows what's going on except for Whoopi and the Star Trek person, and then the people in the audience who are clearly big fans.
Yeah.
So
Don't you ever
amazing.
wonder, like, the other people sitting there, like, I have no idea what a
Yes,
Q is.
and it's hilarious. They're missing out. This is like the best thing in life.
Mhm.
Oh, gosh,
Ooh,
just makes
I
me so
have to
happy to see
say,
them.
his facial hair is on point.
Yeah.
It
Pointy.
looks great. It looks great.
I need to like be on top of what things happen when things happen on The View because it's near my apartment. Like I should be in that audience. Oh, so cute
Yeah.
together.
And the main viewer was directly ripped off of The View. Because I was like, oh, The View. What about like the main viewer? That sounds perfect. So we are, which one of us is Whoopi? Is it me?
Why wouldn't you want to be Whoopi?
Oh, I don't know. I'm just,
I just
when I
don't
said
know all the View
when I said
personalities.
who's Whoopi and everybody got quiet, I'm like, oh shoot. That means it's kind of like when you're like, when it says like 1 out of 4 friends are crazy, and you go, I don't have any crazy friends. Well, then it must be you. So when I said
Right,
who's
you're the
Whoopi,
crazy friend.
nobody answered. I'm like, oh, that means it must be me by virtue of default.
If I
Next time you have
was
to wear a Whoopi
anybody on The
hat.
View, I'd want to be Whoopi. But
Too
I don't
late.
know if
I'm
I
already
am
her.
Whoopi.
I'm
Go
already
ahead.
her.
Go ahead.
I don't watch The View though, so I don't know what the other people are.
I don't watch it often enough.
I literally only watch
Nobody?
when Star Trek people are on.
Nobody?
I was just gonna say they've had some cool Star Trek moments though.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
This isn't
And
that, isn't
like
that
when
where Patrick asked,
Stewart asked Whoopi to come back. Yeah, that was fun.
and then she
But
made
I
that
never know
award
like who
for
the other
Michael
people
Dorn.
are. I'm just here for the Star Trek. And they
Okay.
all like just are sitting there like looking awkwardly, like not knowing what's going on. So
Yep. But that's okay because Whoopi knows.
exactly. They're like, you
Whoopi
were on
is
Star Trek?
awesome.
Like, yeah, it's
I love Whoopi. So she's
She
awesome.
doesn't like you. Hard to
Yes, she
say.
does. I met her 2 times at a
No
restaurant that I
way.
was working at in New York City called Ninja New York Restaurant. And the
Oh,
first time she came in, I was at the host stand, and she's like, "Hi, how you doing? What's your name?" She asked my name, and she went down, she ate, and then a few weeks later, and she even mentioned it on The View. A few weeks later, she came with her daughter, and she said, "Oh my gosh, it's so nice to see you again." And
Aw.
I don't know. She's just wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And she and her daughter had such a great time. So
That's cool.
yeah, Whoopi is always up there for me because she's so nice. She was so nice to me.
So you were right when you're like, yes, she does. I know for a fact.
Yes, she does.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay. So that's fun. One of these days we'll have to like have an episode where we talk about all of the Star Trek celebrities that we met before we started doing anything with Star Trek or Star Trek related, you know?
Mhm.
Because I worked in that restaurant in Studio City years ago where I don't even know what the situation was. There was just all these Star Trek actors just kept coming, or it was always actors coming in there, but I only recognized the Star Trek actors. But it was like constantly like writers and actors and producers, and everybody be like, "Oh my God, that's whatever." Oh, that's. I'm like, I don't know what that means. But then I'd be like, "Whoa, that's Bob Picardo." They're like, "What? What is that?" I'm like, "It's an amazing, cool, fun, charismatic guy." Anyway, so many people. Okay, so moving on to this next item, everybody. This is also from twitter.com. However, there's a twist. It's posted by our good friends at trekmovie.com. I think this episode is sponsored by trekmovie.com.
Yes.
Did you catch the Klingon Batleth in the season premiere of The Simpsons? Kapla. What?
I
Is
love
Look at
that
that.
Arnold?
That's amazing.
That's what I thought too. But I don't know.
And then there's a Star Wars reference in the back there with
Yep. The carbonite, or what is
John
it?
Cena?
Carbonite?
yeah.
Amazing. Oh, look at the little Klingon symbol on the top right. Oh, that must be the stand.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh, so cute.
And he's got robo jocks back here or something. Robot
Aw,
jocks. Wow, this is pretty
that's
oh, it's
awesome.
John Cena. It's John Cena because this comment says, I see John Cena as more of a Mechleth guy.
Oh, great comment.
Oh,
I could see that.
okay.
I could see that.
Okay.
This says the Simpsons series finale?
What?
Did you not hear about that?
Wow.
No.
It's
No.
not really the series finale, but they did kind of a like Sopranos type thing with it and totally faked out a ton of people because it was the first episode of this season, so they
Mhm.
clearly have the rest of the season to show. But it was like, who did they have? Gosh, was it Conan O'Brien? He was like hosting like some of the best moments from The Simpsons and stuff like that, and it was just yeah. So a lot of people, it made a
Oh,
lot of people confused. The show is not
yeah.
ending. They still have another 80 seasons to do.
Well, see,
Wow.
what a great example of 5 seasons is not enough. The Simpsons have been around forever.
All right. Well, that's cool. Good job, Simpsons. Always staying relevant.
Fun. Love
Do
that.
like those guys, those
I love when they
rascals.
mention Star Trek. So cute.
So
Especially
up next
Voyager
here.
returns home party.
Oh boy.
Oh my gosh. So first of all, Kate Mulgrew, like we've mentioned before, has a play right now off Broadway, off Broadway or off Broadway in Manhattan. Oh, you want to go back to Scott Bakula?
Well, I said, oh boy.
Okay. Well, this is also play related, sort of.
Scott Bakula talks about the burden and challenges of playing Captain Archer on Star Trek Enterprise. Yeah, he's actually doing a show right now too in all of October, I believe.
Which is crazy because he just did a show like in the spring. He was doing a new JRB musical in New York. So he's doing like 2 shows this year. It's amazing.
Scott Bakula is in the middle of a run doing a one-man show where he
That's
plays
amazing.
President Abraham Lincoln. And while promoting Mr. Lincoln in with The Guardian, the subject turned to his time with Star Trek. And the actor talked about the ups and downs of playing Archer. It was a blast. It was a great privilege. The icing on the cake is to get to know Shatner and Patrick and Kate and everybody. They're all really fun and different people. There's a burden in that sci-fi fans have a very high standard. If they don't like you, then it's not good. But when they do embrace you, it's a lovely marriage. Oh, I miss him.
Mhm.
We should party.
Boy.
We should get him on the show. Why didn't we think of that sooner?
Yeah.
He just did Decon Chamber not too long ago.
Yeah, he's been asking us to come on. We're busy, you know. We've been very busy.
Man, this
Our
almost
executive
makes me wanna
producer
go to
T'Pol
DC.
has been fielding those calls.
Hilarious.
Too busy.
He's so
So he
good in the
says,
Captain's documentary. It's amazing. I love his segments.
so it continues. Last year, Bakula pinned much of the blame of Enterprise's cancellation on corporate politics at Paramount and UPN, saying if the show had been syndicated, like The Next Generation and Deep Space Nine, it would have run for 7 seasons.
Mhm.
Although 4 seasons with 98 episodes now seems like quite the accomplishment in the streaming era. While Bakula doesn't appear at many Star Trek events, he did attend the Peabody Awards earlier this year, wherein Star Trek picked up the Institutional Award.
What a sweetheart.
Oh, look at them.
So cute.
Picard's always
He's
got a
so
beverage.
busy
She
this
knows how to
year.
live. Yeah, Bakula's still working.
I mean, to
crazy.
do a one-man show and an off-Broadway musical run with like a Tony Award winner's new musical, that's crazy. Okay, I think we scared off Matt Boardman.
No, no. I just have an appointment I have to be at, unfortunately.
Oh,
Aw.
right. Matt, yeah, you have to run. So sorry. You got to
I
jump off right
know.
now, 2 minutes ago.
Well,
All right,
thank
Matt.
you
Well,
for
thanks
letting
for
me
You
hang
have
playing
out.
to
with
come back
us.
soon.
Yeah.
So fun.
I'm always available whenever
Yeah.
I'm needed.
Tell Scott Bakula that fine, okay, he can come on,
Yeah.
but only because he's a charmer.
Oh boy.
Yeah. All right. See you soon,
Oh
Matt.
boy.
All right. Well, now there go our numbers. They're like, well, if Matt
Oh.
goes, we go.
Aw.
I know.
Well, okay. So what I also forgot to ask Matt Boardman is his social handle. So it's at Top Gun MB on Twitter /X.
Top Gun Matt Boardman.
Mm.
All right. Don't ask me why. Don't ask me why. Who is that?
Billy Joel.
Thank you.
Oh,
Very
yes.
good, Doctor. That was actually me asking who it really is rather than like the trivia way. Very good, Doctor. He's a New Yorker. That's why you like him, huh?
He's cute.
Billy Joel.
I like when he says, and the microphone smells like a beer. I'm like, I get you, man. I get
Mhm.
Totally. It really paints a picture.
it. They put bread in his jar. Say, man, what are you doing here? It's a great song.
I love
Okay.
that song.
Oh, I see. So Anne Marie, when the rest of the world was going to Scott Bakula and you went off on a Kate
Oh, yeah.
Mulgrew
But
tangent,
she
now
also
I
is
know
in the show
why.
right now. And
Right.
so
Mm.
her show just got extended. She's doing a play at the Irish Repertory Theater, The Beacon, where she's the star. And so a lot of Star Trek fans are obviously going every night. And Marina Kropchuk has now been at least 2 times with tickets for multiple other days. And Laurie Ulster from Trek Movies, she went last Saturday, and Ethan Phillips, who plays Neelix, was a row behind her. So like
Nice.
it's a really small theater, so it's fun to see who pops up in the audience. Like a bunch of Orange is the New Black people have been there.
That's great.
But I just love this video because there are flowers everywhere, and I'm like, okay, how many of these are from like people we know? Like
Yeah.
all the Star Trek fans.
Totally.
I always see them bringing
Marina's
flowers in
probably for
pictures.
sure.
Yes. So cute. But amazing job by her getting it extended. I can't wait to
Yeah.
go.
Mm.
Let's hear what she has to say here.
This is like it got cut off. So all the Marina Kravchuk was quick to reply that all of the like full videos are on Broadway World social media.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Did they read all my notes, my personal notes? Don't you dare be doing that.
Not yet. Welcome to the matinee.
Thank you. And
What's
then
your-
the evening.
And then the evening, but we'll be back for more. What's your character?
Okay.
It makes me want to read all the personal notes.
Yeah. I want to look.
Don't you dare.
Yeah, Marina, what'd you write?
Oh, that's cute.
It's so cute. I'm so happy for her. I can't wait to go see it. She's so good in plays.
Is
Mhm.
she?
Agreed.
Oh.
Yes.
God,
Fantastic.
Half-Life of Marie Curie was so good. And this one has some of my other favorite actors too. So I can't wait.
Yeah, I've never seen her in theater, but she does seem very theatrical.
She's very good.
When I went to see Half-Life of Marie Curie, I went with Homer and we were all like dressed up and we were in the front row and obviously with Marina Kravchuk. And Homer wore his Voyager badge. So like when the lights came up at the end of the show, like the light was catching it and she totally like locked eyes with him. It's like, of course there's to be a Voyager badge in the front row. So funny.
That's awesome.
Oh,
Okay, so Dr. Emery Siegel, you're gonna have to explain this one for
Okay,
us.
so
This is
just
from a
what- this is
website
what cracks
called
me up.
Orvis.com.
Okay, so what really like cracks me up is when people are wearing outfits or part like clothes or accessories that look like they're cosplaying or like low-key cosplaying. So this one I
Mhm.
clocked because my
Disney
sister called me on
bounding.
Zoom. And I was like, are you cosplaying Star Trek right now? And so she was wearing the fourth one. If you click on the color, like go to the like the color options. Do you not know? Yeah, there, the fourth one. If you call
Oh,
from like the
kind
big
of.
stuff, I was like, are you a cadet? Or are you cosplaying the D?
or
There
are
we
you
go.
Wesley?
It just cracked me up. So I obviously have to share every
Oh,
time.
that
I
looks
see,
like a Jake
almost
shirt.
Star Trek.
That's Jake colors right there.
I would totally buy it, except I don't like necks. Yeah.
You don't like necks?
I don't like when necks are like too tight.
Yeah, I'm not down with
But
that
it
either.
does like really nail the colors. In real life, it really captures what they look like on screen. So funny.
All right. You call that incidental trek. That's pretty funny.
Yeah. So
Ooh,
like,
if we need to fill more time, this is interesting. It
well,
says-
I mean, it's because we're like a week out from New
no,
York
no, no,
Comic
no.
Con
This
when
is
they're
not
dropping
time
all these
filler.
bombs.
This
Oh, this
is
is real.
mandatory because this is Mick Jost, who's an excellent writer, and he's writing about the biggest news of the week every week. Star Trek 4 news, everybody. Star Trek 4 news.
Oh.
Zachary Quinto was asked about whether there's a cutoff for doing Star Trek 4, and I love his response. That's a good question. As in, is there a point at which we just say, never mind, it's never going to happen, and move on
Well, I
like the
think
rest
they
of
also
us
mean
have?
like with ages. Like, is he going to get too old? So then there's
Mhm.
like some
I feel like
really
that's already
impressive math that
happened.
happens here.
Well, no, actually, because in the original series movies, they were able to go like 20
Exactly.
years. What do they care? Right?
Mhm.
Kirk had a lot of whoppers since then. You know, like he definitely changed. So it's okay if
He did.
it's okay. It happens.
Yeah, it happened.
Scotty had a lot of scotch.
Yeah.
So
he
is there a
says-
cutoff? He says there's no cutoff. He said exactly what I said. The original cast did movies for decades, well into their 50s, 60s. The stories
Mhm.
might be different. We might not be running as fast on the other planets, but I think anything's possible. And I think there's nothing more fulfilling as an artist than to come back to something after time has passed and cultivate a relationship with it from a completely different perspective and a
Mhm.
completely new point of view.
Well, and I think that it would be really interesting if they did visit it from an older perspective. So it isn't just an action and adventure film but maybe there's more character and story development than Flash and Lens Flash.
which are such interesting parts of like the TOS movies. Although then you can argue like, well, it's different because we already like know those. Like, will a movie about older people bring in the young audience, which is like kind of the point of the movies. So, but I like that he broke down the ages. So he said Quinto was only 47, Leonard Nimoy was 55 when he did the fourth TOS movie.
47? Whoa.
That's not old.
Oh yeah. Well, I just didn't expect that from like, because they're just 2 movies past them being cadets. And he's 47. I still think of them as like 3 years out of cadethood.
Oh my God.
So they're like 20.
They're, yeah, the movies are
confusing.
old now.
I didn't think about that. Are you pulling?
Yep.
Movies are old now. Way over 10 years now.
Oh yeah.
So
They're
I love mixed.
15 years old.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm not, I mean, we haven't given up on it yet, and we've been hearing about Star Trek 4 for what, 10 years now?
Yep.
Over 10 years now. And yeah.
And
If they're
Nick
still
always has
talking
like
about
such great takes, and he sums it up like kind of I said too. As a Star Trek fan, I'll stay excited about seeing it regardless, but this movie will need more than diehard fans and seats to be a box office success. At the same time, this movie doesn't happen without the actors, so it's good to hear Quinto's
Right.
down for more, regardless of how old he is. But I do think the movies
Mhm.
do need broad appeal, probably.
And men appeal. So thank
But-
you.
But I feel like people are casting older now, even though in general, I feel like they're casting older now. And so I
Mhm.
don't know that age is really as much of a detriment as it might have been.
Right. I was cast
in
in
the
a
90s.
in a driving test commercial. So
Anyway, he's like starring
a
in
driver's
Brilliant
license.
Minds right
I
now
didn't
on
really.
ABC.
So
Mhm.
here's the question. Have the Kelvin movies reached a cutoff point? You know, like is there a point where we say, okay, that's it, you know, they're too old, or we got to move on, or we don't strike while the iron's hot, we're done, we're moving on. The options are yes, they've passed it, or they have a few years left, or there is no cutoff point. They can do these when they're 80. We don't care.
It's the thing is that like everybody in the world knew the TOS actors from the series because it was always on TV.
Yeah.
So like watching the movies, you already knew them. But like if you're starting to get into the like 4th movie of the same cast from 15 years ago, like I don't know that has as broad of appeal as like movies based on
Definitely
a
not.
TV show that everyone in the world watched.
Even if they settled on a movie script right now and started setting up to shoot, we're talking about 2026. That's
Mhm.
10 years after the previous movie at
So like
best.
tons of new people going to go watch a movie if they didn't see the first 3 because they were too young, or like just like a lot of weird variables.
There's no such thing as too young for Star Trek.
No, I know. But to go see a movie in a theater like that,
Well,
I don't know.
and I think movie theater watching has changed in general. So I don't know that I don't know. It's I don't know how they approach the target audiences now, but movie theater watching has changed since COVID. So
Mhm.
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know either. But here's the answer to the live chat poll here. Do you have one
I
more
mean,
thing to
I
say,
want to say
Melissa?
there's no cutoff point.
No cutoff point, Amory?
I
All
mean,
right.
for them, for what I would watch, but to bring in
Mhm.
new audiences, I just don't know if a fourth movie with a cast that hasn't made a movie in a long time is the answer.
So here are, yeah, I don't know. I feel like they've got a couple years left. And then after that, we're going to be like, so let's just move on. But I do look back at them and actually feel a little nostalgic towards it. Like I didn't think I would, but I actually am like, I wouldn't mind revisiting it one more time. Simon Pegg, very charming.
Chris
Carl
Pine.
Urban. I mean, these people are huge now.
Huge
Carl Urban.
names.
Yeah. Simon Pegg. Those
Mhm.
guys are big. Zoe Saldana.
Mhm.
Saldana, I should say. Okay. 22% said they have a few years left, like what I just said. 27% said, yeah, they passed it. It's rear view mirror, bro. That's a great Pearl Jam song, by the way. Rear view mirror. Great. And 50% of you said there is no cutoff point. That's where Anne Marie is.
I just don't know about, I don't understand how the box office works now. I kind of view it as like,
Yeah.
that's how to get new fans. But like, I do want to see them in another thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
I like
All right.
this one a lot.
So let's talk about the week ahead very quickly. Because where are we here? So yesterday on the Seventh Rule YouTube channel, we released our full review of Data's Day.
Data's Day.
Oh, Data's Day. So sorry.
Yeah.
Data's
Take that back.
Yeah.
All right, Pulaski.
Yeah. Roman Pulaski. Okay, so Data's Day, we released our full review. What a great episode. What a fun episode. This is really a fun, good, solid Star Trek episode.
Mhm.
But does Sirach Lofton agree with that assessment is the question. Did our free-for-all crew that is pretty zany, do they agree with that? Well, find out. The full review is up for grabs right here on YouTube and Pluto TV. I don't know, it'd be cool if we were on Pluto. And check it out on the Seventh Rule YouTube channel. Watch that full review. It's a lot of fun and see what people thought of Data's Day. Now on Friday, come right back to this channel, the Virtual TrekCon channel, for Star Trek and Chill, where we talk about Star Trek and we chill. We have some fun. We eat some fruits. We drink some beverages. We giggle. We chortle. We lie to each other. It's a great time. That is on the Virtual TrekCon YouTube channel this Friday at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, live. Then everybody, by the way, this past Sunday, we released our full review of I Mud with Walter Koenig on the Seventh Rule YouTube channel. Don't miss that. Go to the Seventh Rule YouTube channel in like 1 minute and go watch Walter Koenig talking about Harcourt Fenton.
I watched it 3
Mud.
times. It's so
What'd you think of it?
He's just amazing. I love the episode anyway, but Walter has such great stories. It's amazing.
Mhm. All right. And then we've got the blend of Galaxy Quest and Destiny's Child. And that is coming up this Sunday at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern Time on the Seventh Rule YouTube channel. The Next Generation episode, Galaxy's Child. Galaxy's Child, 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern Time on the Seventh Rule YouTube channel. First segment review. Check that out. Coming up soon. What do you got for us, Doctor?
Nothing. Just
Oh, you look like
follow me on Twitter. Sorry, I just was getting messages about the airport.
Yeah, you went, and I was like, what did we miss?
Nothing. Yeah, Twitter at Anne Marie Siegel 1.
Nice.
And Matt Boardman at Top Gun MB.
Mm-hmm. He should be XB, X Borg. What about you, Melissa Longo?
Oh, at Melissa Longo on social media, Malissa, and then Walk in Art made by Melissa.com. And look, I'm making stickers. So
Whoa,
if
that's
you're
cool.
going to either Dallas or New Jersey, stop by and you can get a free sticker along with Seventh Rule stickers. But yeah, stickers are happening. I have a new drawing up, shirt design up available, and yeah.
Is that your seventh one? Get it? Okay. So thank you.
Yeah.
I hope there was a comma in there earlier when you said stop by. I think you mean stop by, and then I'll give you a sticker. Okay.
Oh,
That's a
got
good
you.
one. So now for me, oh, just trying to catch you there.
I was like, oh my God, I'm doing like salt monster face.
Okay. You can find me at twitter.com at RyanTGHusk. Once again, that's at RyanTGHusk on twitter.com, or just Virtual TrekCon, The Seventh Rule, or Falling Tower on your favorite social media, but especially right here on YouTube, and not yet on Pluto TV, but maybe someday, whatever that is.
Ooh.
They have a Three's Company channel, I think, don't they?
Oh,
That's pretty
Oh.
awesome.
I've been watching. I've been doing a
That's
rewatch
cool.
of Who's the Boss while I work because it's good background. And Tony says, "Yo, Angela," but there was a surprise on the show. Chad McCann is played by Scott Grimes, who was also
Cool. What?
on the
Wow.
Orville
Orville.
and Star Trek.
And like Jeepers Creepers or something too.
Yeah, but he was a little munchkin. He was a little guy and
Oh,
singing.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But I did notice that Tony Danza didn't say Angela. He would say Angela,
Yes.
Moner, Samantha. He always,
Yeah.
I was like, what is that accent that makes you have an ER for the A names? Anyway. All right. Thanks very much, Joshua Reeve, Robert Kaiser, Dave, Gregory, Red Shirt, Bobo, One Trek, what's up? John, May, Anne-Marie, hi, War Dog, and Lucia, and everybody, Sentai. We see all of you. Thank you all very much for hanging out in the live chat. Everybody else, we see all of you as well. That's it for us. When you want to talk about what aliens you want to fudge, well, put it on the main viewer.